Hey guys, I'm here to talk about apostilles today. This is our morning talk. Actually, afternoon talk. Now it's afternoon. This is our afternoon talk. What is going on in these notary streets? How is everyone doing? Yeah, I know y'all let YouTube know that I'm live, so let's do it. While we are waiting, I'm just going to put a note for other people that are trying to watch the video right quick. Apostille training, general notary work. We're going to talk about that a little bit today, which is actually what apostille is. General notary work. We're going to talk a little bit about loan signing. We're going to have some tough love today. We're going to talk about a few things. Let me cut that down. Hold on. I can put this on vibrate. Hold on. Sorry about that, guys. How's it going? How's it going? What is up? What is up? Anybody first time here today? This morning thing seems to be working. Early day. It's working for me. I hope it's working for you. So we are talking today about apostilles. I have to tell y'all. So for those of you who may be new, I am Kimmi. I am in Georgia. I am a notary educator. I keep things simple. As I always say, it's not that complicated. So if somebody try to steal that, you know where you heard it first. You already know where you heard it first. You heard it here for years. It's not that complicated. All right. Go back and check any video. You heard it here first. Anyway, so I wanted to talk about, give you guys some tips about apostilles today, first of all, and then we're going to just have some general notary chit chat like we do all the time. And I'm going to get right into it. So I had an apostille that I was working on. You guys know, I do apostilles. For those of you who do not know what an apostille is, an apostille is a document leaving the United States that needs a higher level of authentication, basically. So as a notary, you don't actually put the apostille on the document, but you are facilitating it. Okay, facilitating means the customer brings you the documents, you take it to your local authorities, they do what they need to do, and then you give the document back to the client. So in this case, I am going to be delivering it back to the client. Is today. They're actually out of the country already, so I'm delivering it to the person who is helping them to facilitate their overall move to their new country. They're relocating. Hey guys, welcome. Okay, so let's get into it. So I had this apostille for a different country, and it was what we call a level 3 here. Actually, yeah, level 2, level 3, depending on what state you're in. But level 2 apostille, where that means it had to go to DC, Washington, D.C. for authentication. It wasn't done on a local level, okay? So let's talk about it. And because I put apostille training, I need to change the title of this video because some people will be like, what? I don't want to learn apostilles. So I'm going to put notary training tips. Hold on. Let's put notary training tips in the title. Sorry. Training tips and apostille training. Okay. That'd be a better description of what we're going to talk about today. All right, then I'll put a thumbnail. That's for YouTube people. Okay, here we go. So I had this apostille, again, leaving the United States, going to Dominican Republic, and it had to go to DC. So the process is this. I'm going to tell you the process, and I'm going to tell you what happened with this one. The process is I have to take it, because it was a immigration document, it's actually a naturalization form, okay? Naturalization. That means this person is a legal citizen here in the United States. So this one was a really easy document because I didn't even have to go to my local level. Sometimes you have a document that has to go to your local level, your state level, and then it goes to DC. This particular document did not need all of that. This particular document only required to be processed in DC. So I actually got to skip a step and then still charge my money accordingly, right? Even a little bit more because it's going to DC, the fees are higher. So this is the actual document. I can show you this because it doesn't have any client information. This is one that when it goes to DC, what it looks like, okay? DC, that's the higher level. So that's the document. And what was so frustrating about this particular one is it took 8 weeks. I started this process October 11th, 2 whole months, 2 whole months. And I told my client, so I did this is the second one I did for them. The first one only took 3 weeks. So when I did this one, I was like, oh, easy peasy, right? It's going to come right back like that one did. It was 8 full weeks, probably because we're getting toward the end of the year. A lot of people are traveling. So I was super nervous. I reached out to DC to find out, hey, where's my document? They never responded back. They say don't send a follow-up email. I sent the follow-up email, still nothing. So I want to give you a couple tips. When you're processing apostilles, you really want to have some kind of like a CRM, a client relationship management, so Excel spreadsheet, something to take notes of your client's name, the destination of the document, where was it going, what level processing did it require? Are you waiting for the document in DC? Are you waiting on it in a different state? These are things that you want to think about when you're processing apostilles. Because in this case, I had to keep up with this document. And I did not have another client that I was assisting at the time, but imagine if you have another client that you're assisting, and I have 4 or 5 of these, and I don't know, well, whose document is in DC, whose document is in Texas, whose document is over here. So you really need a good tracking method to keep up with your clients, okay? So in this case, again, my client is reaching out, hey, where's my document? So finally, my client had to go ahead and go to their country. They couldn't wait on the documents anymore. So they were told in their new country when they get there that they can just have these documents sent over. But that's not what's going to happen. The plan changed. So with any customer service thing, you already know with people, period, things change. So where we initially were going to send it over to him via UPS or FedEx, now we're going to just take it to his immigration specialist he's working with here in Georgia. Okay, so I'm actually going to drop that off today. I was going to do a video taking you over there with me. Then I changed my mind. I want to show you another tip here. I've talked about this in other apostille trainings. You do not want to take this apart. Once this has been put together with that little staple here, you see that little gold staple? You do not want to pull it apart. When you pull that apart, it voids this. So I always remind my client, more gems. I hope you got a notepad. I always remind my client, do not take it apart, okay? If they do, it will void it and have to get it done again. All right? So this particular one took 8 weeks, as I stated. So I'm nervous. My client is frantic, like, hey, where's my document? And again, because the other one came back so quick. Hey, guys, sorry about that. Thank you for waiting, for those of you who hung out with me. I'm so sorry. So anyway, that was a live call. I'm going to tell you what it was about. And this is another reason why you need to be able to provide all kinds of services. My allergies are just going crazy. I'm trying to talk to him, trying to do my live. Anyway, so with my client that I had, he wants me to go to his son's home, and he wants us to prepare a document saying that he's not able to pay his hospital bill. He wants us to type it up, and then we'll print it for him, and then have the son sign it, okay? So I don't know how old the son is. I might need to ask a few more questions, and I probably will, but I knew I was on this live, so I'll get back to the client in a moment. I told him to give me a few minutes. And typically, I don't encourage notaries to prepare documents unless you have been trained to prepare documents from your state, unless your state says it's okay. But we don't typically prepare documents for clients, okay? For the simple fact is, anything could happen where the client says, well, I didn't tell you to write that, or you wrote that. So if someone does want me to write up something for them, they have to text me or email me their words. I will type it and prepare it for them. And then we can go from there. But it's never that it's my original thought, okay? And typically I'll take what they have and just make it look pretty on the computer for them. So that's what he wants us to do in this case. So I'm willing to do that, especially because of what it is. The child has some medical bills he can't pay. So, okay, no big deal. Okay. And again, that's a business decision that I'm making. Your business may not even allow you to do that. You may say, as a business owner, I'm not preparing any documents for my clients. And you have the right to do that. But as I progress in my business, certain things I feel like, okay, I'll do this, but I won't do that. I'll do that, but I won't do this. Okay. So that's totally up to you. So the last thing on that apostille is, again, make sure your client does not tear it apart. Okay. I always give it to them in a folder. Now, this is the folder that I sent to the government. They sent it back to me. So I wouldn't give this to my client. I'm going to change out this folder. As you can see, it's kind of tattered. Even though it's not my actual client I'm leaving the document with, it's his client, but I still don't want this to represent me. Okay. I don't want that to represent me. So I have plenty of these folders. I'm going to tear this one up and put it in a new folder and then deliver that. So I add a travel fee for that. Now today I'm not charging my client the actual fee, but I am going to write it in my journal for my tax purposes so I can write it off for my taxes later. So I'm not going to charge my client because he's a friend of mine. Okay. So typically though, I would charge a travel fee. I charge a travel fee for just about everything I do. So then you fill out, one other tip, because I have it here in my hand, you would fill out your label for your DC apostille. You have to return it. They only work with UPS or USPS. I've done it both ways. The United States Post Office, most people say don't use them because you don't get a tracking number, but that's really not true. They're cheaper and you do get a tracking number. Now, I still tend to use UPS, okay, because I just prefer it. And I did use USPS and it did work. So I wanted to do both ways because I always like to have a point of reference when I'm here talking with you all to say, yeah, I did it this way, that worked. Yeah, I did it that way, it didn't work. So it did work, no problems. You do get a tracking number. It's half the price of UPS. So you have to make that decision. I'm going to recommend officially though, use UPS. Okay, they don't take FedEx at the government level. A couple more things I want to talk about today while I have you here. So, as you know, we have the mentorship program going on, and now you can also buy your courses. They never went away, but the courses are on sale, 60% off. Coupon code is WIN2025, WIN2025. And we found a lot of people are saying, you know what, I didn't want to do mentorship, but I love you guys. I want to get the training though. So you can still buy the courses. That's why we went ahead and put them on sale for you. But you will definitely benefit from mentorship. I'm going to start having a few of them on to interview them for you so you can see the results. And one person put the most beautiful, 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 beautiful review today. She actually she was on this live 2 days ago and she joined mentorship. She was on this live not 2 days ago. The live was last week, the end of last week. She knew she had an appointment coming up yesterday, which she did. And it was like 18 notarizations, and she knocked it out the box. She was so appreciative for the training, for the help, for the coaching she received. So if you have an assignment coming up, this is where I'm going with this. Don't accept a job that you've not been trained for and then think you can call me or any of my team to help you. We cannot help you once you do that. I had a young lady reach out today. I helped her to the best of my ability because I had my own job. I can't do my job and your job. We had no point of reference. She had taken some training. She thought she did. She did something on YouTube, like trying to self-teach. And for most people, you can't, okay? It's not that you're not capable, but it's a different person that's self-motivated to self-teach just like I did straight up on YouTube and, get the books out and do all of that. And I never considered myself a great student, to be honest with you. I guess if it interests me, though, I'll be all in. So that's kind of how I roll. So, but that's what happened with this young lady today. And I'm not throwing her under the bus. She probably knew she was going to end up on my channel, though. And again, I gave her a couple tips. And I told her, you know what, worst case, you're going to have to reach out to that signing company for tips on how to execute this signing. And she was like, and I told her, I said, you shouldn't take us. I said, if it were me, and I'll be straight up with y'all, too. I told her she should get a signing back. Okay, you don't take a signing, you don't have no training, you think you watched a YouTube video and you're going to go out there and do these people's loan documents. You cannot do that. If you call and asking me, do I need a witness, and the document tells you need a witness and you don't know how to proceed, you don't need to be doing that signing. I'm sorry. There's no other way. And I know my voice was sounding like, oh, but my heart was breaking for her because it's like, you don't take a signing and you haven't had any training. She said, I'll pay you. It's nothing you could pay me. And as I stated here the other day, you can't call me and say, hey, I'm going to shoot you a Cash App, answer a question for me. I don't roll like that. That's not how an educator works. That's not how teaching works. I want you to be taught properly how to execute a document, how to stamp that paper. If you don't know how to do it, you need to be in mentorship. You need to self-teach or something, but you cannot be taking these people's signings out here And then just saying, oh, let me call Kimmi. Let me call Alexis. Let me call Angela. I can't help you. We can't help you. Hey, Lisa, what's going on with you? Lisa's in mentorship, knocking it out the box. Yeah, I can't help you. And my heart broke for her today. And she's right here in Georgia. So let me tell you what I was going to do, though. Let me tell you what I was going to do. I was going to go to the appointment with her. Now, I wasn't going to charge her something if I did all this. But what I was going to do, because she didn't live that far from me, and that's probably why she felt that she can call me. One, don't call my private number, because y'all know I always talk about that. I'm actually working. So I can't have you calling my private number that is for my clients. I cannot. So she called the notary educator's number first. And then I wasn't able to get her because I had a client. And then she calls my personal number. And you know I don't like that. Anyway, so like I told her initially, I said, you need to just get that job back. Real talk. Real talk. And I wasn't being mean. I wasn't trying to be condescending or any other word you want to put there. But I can't teach you how to do a loan signing in a 2-minute phone call. I cannot. So when I told her she should give it back, she said, you think I should? Oh, I know what I was telling y'all. I was telling y'all I was going to go meet her. So I told her, I said, hey, I didn't tell her I was thinking it. And then she told me where the signing was. Well, the signing was an hour from where we live at. And she already lived about 30 minutes from me. But I was willing to try to help her this afternoon. But, again, that wasn't working. Because the signing was an hour away from me. And she couldn't have paid me if I wanted her to. Because she probably wasn't making that much from the beginning. And she was like, well, I can't afford training. I did a video a couple months back. You cannot afford not to have training. She said, I can't afford training. Well, you can't afford not to, honey. You taking these assignments and you don't know what to do. That is a recipe for disaster. Okay, excuse me. So I told her, I said, hey, you do need a witness. The signing should not happen. It cannot happen without a witness. So you need to get somebody or he needs to get somebody. Number one, I did give her that. Number two, I told her, if you get stuck, call the signing company. Now, I didn't like giving her that advice, but she don't work for me. She's working for them. They're the ones getting the money. So, it is a business. I'm running a business. She's running a business, and the signing company's running a business. So if they want to get those documents executed, and that's why they ask you, how many signings have you completed? Notaries get so upset about that. Why they want to know how many I completed? Because they already know you don't know what you're doing. They already know. So again, my heart was bleeding for her. And I almost was like, you know what, tell me where the signing is, I'll go do it. But again, it was an hour away, so I couldn't help her, right? I called Angela. She had a situation. She couldn't even answer the phone, okay? Because I was going to see if Angela would do a 30-minute session with her and send her a bill, because, Angela would have did that. But I didn't even want the girl's money, because again, I'm not getting ready to try to train you what it takes at least a few hours to learn in a 2-minute phone call. I'm just not, I don't stress myself out like that. So I could tell she was frantic. She was just done. I'm sorry. And it was nothing I could do. I hate to keep saying that, but it was just nothing I could do. I'm going to get a couple of y'all comments. What else going on? Hey, Lisa. Kidney Stone Free Living says, you are very gracious. I felt that too, because at first, my first reaction was, and I did tell her, I said, girl, get that signing back. I didn't tell her like I just told y'all, but no, you cannot learn how to be a notary on YouTube, okay? And when people tell you you don't need training, don't listen to them. Don't listen to them. Don't listen to them. You need training. What's up, Teresa? You need training, people. So it's not because I'm an educator that I'm telling you that. I see this all day long, okay? So when she's saying she can't afford it, I said, look, this is not the time really to talk about this. But once you get your mind right, you can get everything together. Mentorship is $47 a month. That's where you need to be at. That's the most economical thing we could do is $47. And you will get the help you need, the training, first of all. Because even if you're in mentorship, I cannot teach you how to do something. We have people put in the chat different things. I already know you didn't watch the course. I'm not even going to answer your question. I can't help you because I already know you didn't watch the course. We did not arrange this mentorship so you can bypass the hard work. You have to put in the work. Once you put in the work, then we can have a conversation. Once you put in the work. But if you've not done anything, I can't help you. You like, I want to bake a chocolate cake. I want to bake a chocolate cake. You have eggs. You ain't getting ready to bake no cake with just eggs. You gotta have all the ingredients. So before you start going out there doing a signing, you need to have all the ingredients. All the ingredients, okay? And the ingredients for doing your being a excellent notary are the following. Get your commission from your state. If you need insurance, if you need a bond, you have to check your state handbook for all of those things. Then you must have some training if your state doesn't provide it. Even if they do provide it, they don't teach you how to run your business like I do. They don't teach you how to run a business. They just teach you how to not get in trouble with a bunch of rules, which we do obey the rules and you need to know them. But if you want to run a business, that's a different thing. If you want to run a notary business, be a successful person, and that's where we come in. We help you learn how to stamp that paper. Okay? I need to change the name of our business to Stamp That Paper. We teach you how to notarize correctly, though, and how to market. My marketing course is coming out soon. It is amazing. I cannot wait to roll it out. I have to film it. I'm hoping to film it on the weekend. I had a couple more things I want to add to it, but my marketing course is a straight up marketing course. It is amazing. I already have a little small piece of marketing in the pricing course, but the actual marketing course, get ready, people. Get ready. Lisa says, we are family at the mentorship. Thank you, Lisa. And again, Lisa is textbook. She's followed step by step. I'm going to reach out to you, Lisa, because I want to know when you come on the channel. You and Lori. Lori said she would come on. I talked to her already. She said she would come on the channel. Hey, PG, Mobile Notary. So I want to see, can I interview you too? Because you're just doing so amazing. So what questions do you all have today? What questions? So again, don't forget to start your notary book if you are just starting out and you want to just learn the overview of the business. That's an excellent place to start. Start your notary business. It's not that complicated. It's available for all states, Alabama, Georgia, California, Arizona, all states. It's available. Mentorship is $47 a month. You get access to Notarize Like a Pro, all the courses, plus live weekly workshops. Tonight's workshop is about doing a successful confirmation call. So if you don't know how to make that confirmation call to a loan signing client, you want to be a mentorship tonight. If you missed it live, we do have the replay available. But tonight's workshop is about making a confirmation call. You may say, why I need a whole workshop on that? Because you do. Again, that sets the tone for the whole assignment. It sets the tone for the whole assignment. It sets the tone for your client, for you as a notary, everybody on the same page. BG Mobile Notary says, all documents are different, but for the most part are self-explanatory, and you can always call title, just my opinion. I appreciate your opinion, BG Mobile. I really do. And that's what people think. I don't need training. I'll just call the title company. You can keep calling the title company on every single assignment you get, and you will not be working with them. They can tell you're not an expert. If you've not taken training and then you just want to take, and this is no shade to you, believe me when I tell you, but I hear this, I know this, I see this. I've been doing this for years, okay? Talk to thousands of people, train hundreds, thousands, okay? I'm just going to keep it straight with you because you said that, and then you are entitled to your opinion. Like the young lady today. She gets an assignment. She don't know what to do. She calls me. I'm not title. I'm not title. And if you don't know what to do and you call title and say, hey, do I need a witness? And title says, no, you don't. Because most title companies are not notaries. They're not trained, okay? So you still need to be trained as a notary. Title is going to tell you, maybe you need a witness, maybe you don't. I just had somebody do that with me on a document recently. It was like, yeah, it said you need a witness. Oh. I told y'all about the signing that Jeffrey and I did with this young lady, and she was crying a few weeks ago. That person, he told me, he's the one who hired me to go do the document. He says, yes, it says you need a witness, but you don't really need one. Or I don't, and it's property in the state of Georgia. Really? So calling title is not the answer to the question. The question is, you need to know what you're doing before you go out there. Title hired you. So you cannot rely on, oh, let me just call title about this document if they don't know what your notarial rules are. Title could be in California, but I'm in Georgia. Title is not in Georgia. They're in California. So they don't know the Georgia notary laws like you should know. Okay, so that's not going to work for me. And I hear people, and I know they're probably reading the comments, and I don't want nobody else thinking that. You cannot just take these assignments and say, oh, I'll call title for help. Okay? You need to know what you're doing before you take these jobs. And then if you get stuck out there, it's fine. But you call title, what kind of ID can I take? Excuse me? And you call title, can I take an expired ID? What? You call title and ask, no. So we're going to agree to disagree on that, okay? If you have a basic question about a document that's kind of rare, but your basic notarial duties, you should not be calling title. You will not work for them. They're going to help you through that one the best that they can. And you still don't know if you're doing it right because, again, don't forget, title is not notaries. Title companies are not notaries, okay? They work with the money. You work with the paper. You work with the notarization, okay? So there is no bypassing training, people. There's no workaround. And I'm the queen of workaround. There's a way to work around it. Turn a no into a yes. If you have training, you have training. Either you're pregnant or you're not. Either you know what you're doing or you don't. Okay? It's just as simple as that. BG says, but your context is great and very helpful for the gaps. Yeah, no, my context is more than just that, honey. I teach you exactly how to do your job, do it correctly, so you don't have to call title asking them that kind of stuff. So I appreciate the compliment, but again, that is not what we're doing. We are not just going to learn by calling title every time. I even teach my notaries in my mentorship sessions. Don't be reaching out to them, just emailing them willy-nilly. They got other stuff to do. They don't have time to babysit us. That's why they have to send out 15 pages worth of instructions. Now I got upset. That's why they have to send out 15 pages of instructions. So to tell somebody, and you might be a self-teacher, BG Mobile, but to tell someone, just call title, that is not the answer. That is not. Don't be calling these title companies and calling these lenders all day, every day with every question you have. No, I don't even do that in my mentorship. At a certain point, in certain things, it's like, did you research that? What is the answer? Do you know what the answer is? So imagine somebody that hired you and you don't really know what you're doing and you're going to try to fake it till you make it. Yeah, that's not working. Not working at all. Not working at all. Lisa said, I would definitely come on the channel. Oh, thank you, Lisa. I'll let you know. I'm going to put that together. I appreciate it. But again, and it's not a beat up session. It's not a shade session for those of you who say you cannot afford it. If you cannot afford it, you cannot afford it. But don't take assignments until you can afford to be properly trained. Can you imagine a surgeon? He's going to perform surgery on you and he needed a few more credits and he could not afford to take the training, whatever that looked like in college, and he couldn't afford the last session of it. And he goes, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and perform that surgery, but I didn't finish it. I didn't get the degree in that. I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm experimenting. I'm going to call my lead doctor. No, that's not how that works, people. I'm sorry. And we're going to agree to disagree on that one all day long. We are not going to take assignments. Let me hear you say it out there. If you're sitting in your car and you watching this video later on, I want you to say right now, repeat after me. Right hand up. I am not taking an assignment and I do not know what to do. I am not taking an assignment and I don't know my notarial rules for my state. I am not taking an assignment and I've not taken loan signing agent training. I promise to myself I am not going to look crazy with these lenders or title companies. Tell yourself that right now. Do you even provide oaths at your table? Do you even know what a jurat is? Acknowledgement? Again, no shade, but we are not doing that, okay? Oh, my blood pressure just went up, I think. Kidney Stone Free says we should be independent contractors with basic knowledge. Yes, and if you don't have basic knowledge, you shouldn't be doing it. You should not. And again, that's why I told the young lady earlier, I said, you need to get that assignment back. And I didn't want to tell her that. But there was really no other way. I mean, but she gonna try to get through it. She'll probably reach back out and say what happened. And I'm not wishing anything bad for her, of course, but I just wasn't in a position to teach her how to be a loan signing agent in 2 minutes. And I was having my own stuff going on, So it is what it is. But we'll be, praying that she get it done. Y'all have any questions for me today? Any questions? Any questions? Any questions? Any questions? Because I'm going to get ready to tell my client what he needs to type on that document right quick. I almost forgot about him in Loganville. All right, so I'm going to get out of here. I would have stayed a little bit longer. And I did a whole video on it said you can't afford notary training. Really? Go back and watch that one. Because when you tell me you can't afford notary training, yeah, that's all good and stuff. But I'm going to tell you the truth. Don't be out here notarizing and calling these signing companies and calling these lenders and doing all this. That is not training. The lender is not a trainer. Okay? Find the right training that suits you. We're hoping it's notary educators. Nah, I put my nice hat back on. But yeah, we're not doing that. I'll just call a lender. I'll call title. Nah. By the way, this is Denise. Oh, hey Denise. I didn't know that. Denise is in mentorship too. Denise is doing well, and they already know Denise and Lisa and everybody. They know I push back because I want you to be great. Even in mentorship, I could tell you the answer. Do ABC, but that's not teaching you how to fish. That's not teaching you how to fish. Yeah, Denise. Hey, what's up? What's up? All right. Any questions? I'm live in the flesh. Any questions? Okay, we don't have any. I'm going to give y'all 2 more seconds. I'm going to get out of here so I can send this man this information right quick. No questions? All right, people. Well, I will see y'all again tomorrow. Again, don't be afraid. See everyone at 7. Yes, mentorship is tonight at 7. I'll pop in tonight. Lisa, tonight is Angela. She's teaching tonight. About the confirmation call. So I'm going to try to pop in so I can say hello, though. I always like to pop in. And I would have hung out, but I got a 7:30 appointment tonight. All right, guys. Well, I'll be in touch. Thank you, Lisa. Bye, Denise. See everybody, okay? Bye. And again, I wasn't trying to beat nobody up, but I want you to succeed. And when I say that, it's not just fluff. When you win, I win, we win. Boom. Bye. Have a good day.